Okay then, Helldivers, it's going to be a dark, bloody day here in the realm of Helldivers 2 as we take a look at the Galactic War update and a new rotation inside of the store. A little bit of a strange one, but nonetheless, we're going to take a look into everything happening on side of the Reddit right now as opinions are flying high. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and consoles with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off. It's an absolute no-brainer right now. You can get Wukong dirt cheap. So head down to the link in the description and get your games a little cheaper today. With that being said, let's see what's happening inside of the game right now. Okay, so heading into the game, it's been a bloody interesting one, that is for sure. We've got a lot of movements happening right now. First of all, inside of the store, you have got a brand new rotation of armor. All pretty generic in the same obvious look that you guys would expect. And this one, it has the inflammable, which provides 75% damage resistance, and both of them have it. So these are some new armor sets that you guys can grab your hands on. The I-92 Firefighter and the I-44 Salamander. Salamander being the heavy armor sort and the Firefighter being a medium armor sorting. Overall, pretty generic pieces, but yeah, you guys can go ahead and grab those right now. About $250 for the armor sets and $125 for the helmets. Very nice, very cool indeed. I really wish they'd expand the colorations though. It does really start to get a little bit niggling. But nonetheless, we'll take a look at what's happening on the table right now, because this one is, well, not great. Right now, we have got the major order that ends in just under 4 hours time with 100 million remaining on the clock, which is not only going to not happen, it's damn near impossible. When we were talking to a subscriber on the Discord with regards to how it is that we'd actually be able to achieve that, it is not looking too great at all. We are looking at around 10,000 give or take kills each, or if you want to be precise, around 11,600 kills per person in the next 4 hours, which would mean, and I quote right here, you'd have to get 100 kills, extract or lose within 2 minutes and rinse repeat just until the major order finishes. It is pretty much never going to happen. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but nonetheless, the major order is going to fail, and we are not going to be getting those orbital napalm barrages. Just exactly what we didn't want from the game. But again, we're not too sure what it is the game's supposed to be doing, because I think the gloom was meant to push us over to the automaton sector, which obviously did not happen, as we are still looking at around 6,000 people on the Gen Z sector, which is near enough exactly the same as the Mars Pera sector. So yeah, a weird one, a bloody weird one, but nonetheless, Helldivers is going through the controversy left, right, and bloody center. The personal order right now is to kill 100 enemies with an Eagle 500k bomb. Now, it's only got 1 hour and 27 minutes remaining. I did not even attempt it because it's just ridiculous. I think the Reddit actually secured that one quite nicely, and a lot of people were complaining about this. Why were they complaining about this? Well, realistically, why wouldn't they be complaining about this? It is borderline impossible. The 500k does absolutely nothing when it comes to hordes of enemies, and it's more of a precision big boom sort of bomb. So the likelihood of that being able to be completable with ease within a little while of you guys just putting a bit of time in, it's not a viable option. So if you guys were coming to this video with a Galactic War update that was going to be positive, unfortunately we have hit a wall yet again, and the game just seems to be hitting tanks upon tanks upon tanks. And I really wish that something positive would come through the work soon, like maybe just put the orbital napalm barrage into our inventory slots. Bloody give it to us, crikey. But on top of that, people are running wild right now. As you can take a look on the Reddit post, this one states, seems like whenever there is a bot MO, we always a couple dead bots short. And as you can see right here, 500 million automatons, and we are obviously falling quite short on that one. And then we take a look at the killing bugs, kill 5 million biotitans and 750 million terminids, and we have it completed big time, which is actually quite crazy when I think about it. We've not even taken taken out 80,000 automatons in a full day, which is just not like the overall community, and it's a bit of a shame to see. But when you kind of look at how it is they're responding to a lot of them, it's kind of easy to understand why. This post right here got nearly 6,000 upvotes, which is crazy at the minute. There's more than what's actually on the automaton side right now. It states, these guys should be making loud chainsaw noises as they get close. It would let you know if they're behind you, and additionally, it would make them way more terrifying than they already are. I think that most of the enemies should start making noises relevant to their main association as they get closer to you. I think that's how sound actually works. And when we start talking about Helldivers and the way that they frame the game, they frame it in the depths of realism, or at least that's what I hear. So I think that should be something that should have been in the game from the bloody offset. It's a little bit mental, to say the least, that we're still having this conversation with regards to the realism factor. Seems that they pick and choose the realism as it motivates forward. It doesn't seem to be hitting the mark. Next up, a Reddit post that seems to be doing really well around the roots is this one right here. When you're holding a stratagem ball and suddenly get ragdolled. This is one of those. I agree with this one. I quite like it. It brings in some hilarious moments inside of the game. But at the same time, there is nothing more frustrating than just somebody dropping the stratagem ball or getting ragdolled and it flying just in front of you, taking ages to get up and getting exploded by something that takes 3 seconds to come on in. So I think it's one of those. Let me know what you guys think via the comment section below, but yeah, it's been a funny one. It has been a funny one. One thing that isn't quite funny though is Arrowhead. Please, I'm begging you to let us customize this mannequin in the Super Destroyer. I actually don't know why we can't. I think that's actually insane. I've never really thought about it, don't get me twisted, because it's not even the generic Helldivers armor. Let's be serious about this right now. If there was going to be any armor set there, it would be the generic bog standard day one Helldivers armor set, but for some reason this one is. I'm not too sure as to why and why we can't customize it, but maybe they should let us. I think that should be a bloody option. It'd be pretty simple. And diving into your top comments from the previous video before we call it a day, and these ones are bloody deep, man. These ones are getting better and better every time we look at these. But yeah, the first one right here we have got is Arrowhead. The proof is in the pudding. Me gets a spoon of pudding. Me. This isn't pudding. This is brilliant. 142 likes this one received, and I think it was very, very, very viable. I think that it's one of those where we don't seem to be getting everything that we are expecting inside of the game, and it seems to be the case very much so with this guy's pudding. But yeah. Anyway, looking into the next comment, it says right here, as sad as it is that they need to fire the rogue devs actively working against customers and company opening declared goals multiple times. Obviously, there is a stone-headed people there that cannot and will not do what they are told and being paid for. Those people are risking all of them losing their jobs when the studio closes. I don't know how it works inside of these studios, especially when it comes to Arrowhead. It's not a large studio. There's still a decent amount of people working for them, but I don't actually know how it works. I'm presuming that it would have to go through some quality checks beforehand. So even if there is a rogue developer that's doing things that people don't want to happen, it would have to go through some quality check confirms, and then they're putting out patch notes as well. I think with the stealth changes, I think that stuff is a little bit questionable, and I don't really understand again how it all works because I don't work for a development team. But if there is some rogue devs that are in there doing things that people don't really know about, that would be so bad. Like, I cannot imagine how bad that would be. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But again, like the way this last comment states it, believe it when I see it. And I think that we're all underneath that narrative right now where we're kind of well unsure about what's going to happen, how it works, and we'll believe it when it actually happens. Because realistically right now, everything that they're spewing is everything we've heard for a long time. So yeah, we'll see exactly how this one pans out. I like to try and stay positive, but they're making it really difficult at the minute. It's just not a viable option. So we'll see how it is the game pans out over the next few days. But this major order is definitely going to fail. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe and post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.